What's up everyone and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I thought there couldn't be a better way to start the journey than by taking you along one of the most unique roads in Srinagar. Today we are riding from Nishat to Saida Kadal using a link road that quite literally cuts through the waters of Dal Lake. So let's get this video started. I've lived around those roads for years, but every time I come here it feels a little different. That's the beauty of Kashmir. Sometimes the destination doesn't matter, it's the road that tells the story. So let's get moving. We begin here on this tiled road near Nishat. The ride starts off smooth and peaceful. Take a moment to look around. The still waters of Dal Lake reflect the sky like a giant mirror. Shikaras move gently across the lake and life along the shoreline unfolds at its own pace. The air feels fresh, the traffic is minimal, and honestly this is the kind of road that makes you slow down and enjoy the ride rather than rush through it. One of the things I love about riding here is that there is no rush. You don't need high speeds to enjoy the journey, the scenery does all the work. On one side you have the calm waters of Dal Lake and on the other the daily life of people who call this place home. You know, no matter how many times I ride around Dal Lake, it never really gets old. The waves change with the seasons, the weather changes, the colors change, and somehow every ride feels a little different. Right now, the lake is looking absolutely peaceful. You have seen the shikaras floating in the distance, fishermen going about their day, and locals moving around as if all of this beauty is just another normal day for them. And maybe that's what makes Srinagar unique. For visitors, these views are extraordinary. People travel thousands of kilometers to see this, but for the people who live here, this is everyday life. As we continue along the road, take a look at the Zabavan mountains rising behind the lake. They almost feel like a protective wall watching over the city. Now this is where things get interesting. The road ahead is closed, which means our original route isn't going to work today. But that's part of riding, isn't it? Sometimes the best moments happen when plans change. So instead of turning back, we are taking a diversion. And this diversion is unlike anything you'd expect. As we move forward, we are leaving the comfort of the main road and entering a much narrower path through the lake settlements. Right ahead are a series of wooden bridges connecting different parts of the village. These bridges aren't just shortcuts, they are lifelines for the people living here. Every plank, every railing, every crossing has probably seen thousands of footsteps and countless stories over the years. Crossing those on a motorcycle definitely requires a little extra attention. The surface is narrow, there's water on both sides, and you don't really have much room for mistakes. But that's what makes this route memorable. Now we are entering the village itself. Life here moves at a completely different pace. You will see small houses built close to the water, boats tied alongside homes, children playing in narrow lanes, and people going about their day as if the lake is simply another street. And honestly, for them, it probably is. People living here have marked the roads with giant white arrows to make it easy for people like us to understand which road to take. One thing I love about places like this is how connected everything feels. The water, the houses, the bridges, the people. Everything exists together in a way that's hard to explain unless you have actually been there. As we continue forward, the path gets even narrower. Coming up ahead, another commuter is approaching the opposite direction. This is one of those moments where patience matters more than speed. There isn't enough room for both of us to pass comfortably, so I pull over slightly and give way. And that's something I enjoy about these roads. People naturally cooperate because they have to. No rushing, no unnecessary aggression, just a simple understanding that everyone wants to get through safely. Now it's our turn, and just ahead is probably the narrowest bridge on this route. Looking at it from a distance doesn't seem too intimidating, but once you are actually on it, with water on both sides and very little room to spare, you realize why focus is important. Nice and steady, no sudden moments, just keep looking ahead and we are across. That was definitely one of the highlights of this ride. Moments like these remind you that adventure doesn't always mean high mountains or remote highways. Sometimes it's a small bridge hidden in the middle of a lake that makes a journey memorable. After navigating through the village and crossing the bridges, we are finally reconnecting with the original link road. The path opens up again and the ride becomes much more relaxed. From here, the route follows the lake towards Saida Kadal. The scenery changes gradually, the narrow village paths give way to wider stretches of road, and the feeling shifts from exploration back to everyday city life. But the memories of those crossings stay with you. For a short ride, this route packs in so much character. You start on a tiled road, get forced onto an unexpected diversion, cross wooden bridges over water, pass through a floating community, navigate narrow passages, and eventually find your way back to the main road. Not many roads can offer all of that in a single ride. And now, as we approach Saida Kadal and merge onto the main road, our little adventure comes to an end. If you have made it this far, thank you for joining me on my very first YouTube ride. There are countless roads across Kashmir with stories waiting to be discovered, and this is just the beginning. If you enjoyed the ride, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know where I should ride next. Until next journey, ride safe, stay curious, and I'll see you on the next one.